How is it going, guys? It's your boy Chrissy Boo HD here, and we're back again with another Roman Grosjean career mode, and it's actually coming down to the end as we already won the drivers championship, and we're actually in Mexico, so there's only 3 races left. So I'm looking now ahead to my second season of career mode, and I'm kind of stuck between 2 ideas, but I'll think about that later. I'll explain that to you in the next video. And yes, so we're here in Mexico looking if we can get our, I think it's going to be our 9th or 8th win of the season so far, which would be absolutely crazy. And that's, I'll see you when we start our qualifying lap here in Mexico. So we're here in Mexico, coming down the straight. We have to open our DRS. We're actually opening it a little bit late, but it's alright. We're in 8th gear. We're running 3 roll wings, very low downforce. Put the brake bias into front, and the amount of straight lines we have is phenomenal. We reached 220 miles an hour. We have to slow it all down for turn 1. It's a nice right-hander. That's slowed down for turn 2 and turn 3, which is a chicane. Now we're going to come through to the second DRS zone. We have a huge lead on Lewis Hamilton, it looks like. We've got the fastest sector 1 time by miles. We slow it down for this quick left-right hand section. And this next 2 corners is really unique because there's 2 really close right-handers, which is kind of like 1 corner, but it's kind of split up into 2. You can just call it like an apex. But as we come to nearly finish off sector 2, these set of corners, the downforce package is not good enough. I actually really should have put on more aero, and I struggled through this a lot, and I lost a lot of time. Saying that, we do get the faster sector 2 time, which is very impressive to see. And now we're coming through the end of the lap, coming into the stadium section. It's so beautiful. Just look how lovely that grandstand is, and very slow corners. You have a slow left right here. It used to be 1 swooping left-hander, but not anymore. Now coming around to the final 2 corners, well, the final corner really, because it's just one long corner, and we come to get pole here in Mexico. So that was an 18.4. That is absolutely so fast, and we actually out-qualified Lewis by about 1.1 seconds. So I'm pretty sure this is our biggest margin that we have got pole by. I mean, 1.1 seconds is huge, and 1.2 seconds from Nico Rosberg. So yeah, probably my strongest qualifying sessions this whole season. So I shall catch you for the start of the Mexican Grand Prix. So we are chilling on the grid, waiting for the start of the Mexican Grand Prix. We got 4 lights, 5 lights. It's lights out and away we go. The lights are taking forever to turn out once again, but nevertheless we get a decent start here. We seem to be pulling away of Lewis Hamilton, but I think Nico Rosberg is going to be in our slipstream, and he might get the job done on Lewis Hamilton, which would be really interesting. And he actually gets ahead just on pure slipstream from us, but we have to take this corner very aggressively to close down Lewis Hamilton's line and to stay in P1, and we are still in P1, and that is just what we had to do. So we're going to take a replay off board now of the start. You can see we got a decent start, but that slipstream for Nico Rosberg paid off a lot, because Lewis Hamilton had no slipstream whatsoever. So that paid off for him a lot. He actually got the straight line speed here, and he actually pushed. It was very cheeky, pushing him out a bit there. But as you can see, we took a very aggressive turn 1 there. Look, we cut in front of all 3 there. They're 3 abreast there with the AI, which is really surprising to see. As we're going to cut on to the pit stops to lap 8, and literally we just flew away. We had about 3, 4, 5 second gap, but let's see what the local boys can give us on a pit stop. It's going to be a 2.3 seconds, which is amazing pit stop. So yeah, I kind of cut out the whole first stint because literally nothing happened in it for us. So we're coming out the pit lane here. We just get, I don't know, it won't look as clear why we exited out the right line and get a warning, but literally the car just stepped out on me. I just felt it snapped from me. I'm just going to get a replay off board now. It doesn't look as dramatic, but when I was driving it, I really felt the car step out, and that's why I crossed the white line. But I tried to rejoin as soon as possible. Luckily, there was no cars actually going to turn 1. But as you can see, we got back into our first place, and now we're under attack from Nico Rosberg here. Let's see what we can do. He has a slipstream, but because our low downforce, we pull to his slipstream now, and we're going to try to get the move done here. We break a bit earlier, but we seem to get turn 1 done perfectly, and we get the job done there. I'm also going to replay on board Nico Rosberg. Slipstream and DRS is working an absolute treat here in Mexico because of this long pit lane straight, and he just flew right past us, and you can see we're all up in his ring mirrors. A slipstream was enough for us. We didn't even need DRS to get back in front of Nico Rosberg here. As you can see, threw it up there. He left us miles and miles of room there, so we just took advantage of that. As you can see, at lap 15 now, on the cycle once again for Nico Rosberg. We have to stay in the slipstream, and we break a bit later now. As you can see, get the job done here. Our low downforce settings really paying off down the straight. It's absolutely fantastic. We could just get in the slipstream and hold the position. As we take a replay on board once again, I see the manner there, a lap down. As you can see, he flies past us. Look how close racing this is here. Look, we tried to pull in the slipstream, and then we're gonna pull out, and then we're just gonna outbrake him and get the inside line. And he left way too much space there, to be honest. He could have squeezed us out a lot more. I don't know what he was doing, but Vettel's actually in the mix now, and we're coming on to lap 16 now. And same again for Rosberg, DRS from Rosberg. As you see, he's going to pull to our inside here, and let's see what he's going to do. He gets in front of us. We're going to pull to a slipstream, but now Mano's coming into play now. It's going to be very interesting with Vettel as well. So we're just going to push him inside. I think a bit of contact there with Nico Rosberg. Actually, Vettel might get in front of him now. Actually, in fact, Vettel does get in front of him, so it's going to be very interesting to see off board here. Obviously, got a Mano of Mercury in front of us, and we get a bad exit. So Nico Rosberg getting that slipstream DRS. Same with Sebastian Vettel here. He's going to pull out from us. And Vettel's in our slipstream as well, so he's actually going to be closing down on us and Nico, and it's a three-way battle here, and the Mana got. And then Mana held up Nico Rosberg, and he actually tapped our rear left, and he got blocked, and Vettel actually jumped Nico Rosberg. That's quite interesting to see there. As we're going to come on to the final lap of the Grand Prix, we won right, get a terrible exit, hit the wall there. Looks like we're going to, in fact, slow down Sebastian Vettel, and looks like Nico Rosberg is actually going to have a run on him. There's a bit further back, but with their DRS, they're both going to get a decent challenge on us here, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Nico Rosberg is really pulling ahead there with the Mercedes power, and he's going to try to put a move on us. He actually goes up our inside, but we just hold it around the outside. Very easy move to just keep it there. So yeah, we just hold around the outside, get the job done. And Vettel is back in front of Nico Rosberg, in fact. So that's how we look at it. We get a bad exit. We slow down Sebastian Vettel, and he kind of pushes Nico Rosberg. So Nico Rosberg doesn't get a slipstream of us, but now they're not really properly in our slipstream. I think Vettel's probably in our slipstream now, but just the power of the Mercedes power for Nico pulls him in front of us. We just hold around the outside here. Really good stuff, and very clean move, and we held it for position 1. And I don't think we're going to get overtaken, because this is the final lap of the race, and indeed we don't. We used the checker flag, and we are going to take our 8th win of this season so far.
What a season it's been for Romain Grosjean. He took a race win today, but I'm sure more importantly for him, he now can't be beaten in the standings. So he's the new drivers' world champion.
He took a massive leap forward from last season and just kept improving throughout the year. Congratulations to Romain and the team for really putting a brilliant package together.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye and see you again next time.
So yeah, that's another win to add to our name. Eight wins so far this season. Absolutely fantastic. And we actually pull our lead to 99 points to Lewis Hamilton, even though that makes no difference as we already won the championship. Only 2 races left, Brazil and Abu Dhabi. So guys, gotta stay tuned for that. If I will switch it now, I should switch it soon. We should be still 3rd in the constructors. It's hard to get any higher than that, because we're just carrying the team. Because Pastor Maldonado has been scoring 9 points, and yeah, confirmation, we are 3rd in the Constructors Championship. Pastor Maldonado, man, step up the game for the last 2 races. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and also see you for my next race, which will be out in Brazil, the final 2 races. So I'll catch you guys there. Peace.